All right, looks like we are live. At least we should be. As you're popping on, let me pull the comments up here on the side so I can make sure. But as you're popping on, let us know where you're coming in from. Let us know that you can hear us and see us okay before we dive into tonight's topic. But as you can see, we kind of updated some things here in 2021, and now we have actually our topic for tonight above us. We have our new logo over here above Liam's head, and some more designs here for us to really just help you guys know what day it is, what kind of live stream we're doing, and the purpose of the live stream today. So I'm seeing some people pop on. As you're popping on, definitely drop a comment. Let us know where you're coming in from, and let us know if you're excited to learn what some of these common mistakes are that are honestly costing a lot of entrepreneurs a great deal of money, and really excited to address them with you here tonight so that you guys can correct them and change this for yourself so you can really start making some money. So we got some people popping on. We got Tyler. What's up? What's going on, Tyler? Good to see you, brother. We got Debbie. Can hear and see you just fine. Perfect, Debbie. Thank you for letting us know, turning in from YouTube. So if you're turning in from Facebook or YouTube, doesn't matter. Let us know. Comment in the chat. We'll be able to see you and interact with you. I will let you know right now, though. Perfect example. If you're tuning in but have not given StreamYard permission for us to see who you are, for us to use that likeness inside the group, then it'll show up just like this as a Facebook user and a gray picture. So we won't know who you are. We'll be able to see your comments. We'll be able to, interact with the comment, but not you directly. And quite frankly, we built a group for veterans so that we could interact with other veterans directly, not just some random face. So definitely do us a favor and give him permission so that we can see who you are. And that was perfect because that's usually one of the pieces of housekeeping I always have to go through. And you gave me the opportunity, Facebook user, to get it out of the way. So appreciate you. Thank you. We got David tuning in. What's up, dude? Coming in from Ohio. Good to see you, my man. We got Jamie coming in from cold Buffalo. Good to see you, brother. We got Sean. He's coming in from Alabama. Tyler's coming in from Georgia. We got Heather saying, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome out, everybody. Very, very excited to be jumping into tonight's training here with you guys tonight. We wanted to do something really special for you guys, as always. And after last week's just, rah of success and just coming off of that, like literally floating on cloud nine, so many people just still making momentum since that call or since that live stream. We wanted to jump on and just address some of the most common mistakes that either we're seeing other entrepreneurs do or we're experiencing and hearing on our calls, our game plan calls that we're having, or we're hearing and experiencing inside of Messenger while we're speaking with other veterans inside of the OVF or other groups or just out there in general. And we really want to just address quite a few of them here right on the call today, because honestly, they're costing the people who are doing them a great deal of money. Either you're leaving money on the table, or you're costing yourself a great deal of money in the long run, or you're just denying yourself the money you could be making right here, right now, or very quickly in the near future. And so very, very excited to jump into these here tonight. I really appreciate everyone chiming in into the comments, letting us know where you're coming in from. Very excited to dive in. Liam, before we dive in, what I want to do is just welcome everybody in, say what's up. And I know I'm usually the one talking quite a bit, so I want to turn it over to you and just have you just, welcome this amazing community, welcome our fellow veteran entrepreneurs out.
Yeah, we keep racking our brains to try and bring you guys the best value we can. And we can provide that better for you when you guys participate in our polls and do our surveys. So that's the one thing I want to address is if you haven't gotten a survey, reach out to one of us and we'll get you that survey so that we can better help all of you. But one more thing before we go any further, that OVF new logo up in the top, that fancy little doodad up in the corner, I just want to give a shout out to Lee Bunn. Thank you for making that for us. It is amazing.
Anytime we can collaborate with other veterans, we absolutely love doing so. Lee has been an amazing partner here with the OVF. We've been collaborating with them, as you've seen, with the hats. We have other amazing swag coming down the line that we're been hinting about, and he's also been helping behind the scenes, as you can see, threw some color in that logo, took the little chintzy one that I built and turned it into something that's truly a piece of art to look at. So we really do appreciate that. We got June coming in from Florida. What's up, June? Good to see you, brother. And so without further ado, let's dive into tonight's topic. Let's really start talking about some of these problems, some of these common mistakes, I should say, that a lot of entrepreneurs, most entrepreneurs, I would say, are actually doing, especially in the digital space, that's stopping them from making the potential money they could be making. And again, like I said, there are a lot of different ways that could be happening. And so we're going to address a few here tonight. And, you know, the very first one you've actually heard me say before, and it's probably something you've heard me say more than once. It's something I harp on a great deal inside of our business breakthrough, inside of a lot of our business trainings. If you've worked with me one-on-one or, you know, been a student inside DVI or anything like that, you know, I talk about this like crazy, but here it is. And if you know what it is, put it in the comments real quick, and you'll be saying it as I say it, or you typing it as I say it. But it's, when you try to help everyone, you end up helping no one. And what I mean by that is a lot of times, I see people out on social media trying to promote their product or service, trying to get attention and create interest. And they're talking to the features of the product, or they're talking about what the service is or how it's done, or, you know, the what's in the hows. And people really don't care about that. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about the features. People care about what's it going to do for them, and ultimately how much is it going to cost them, right? And so if you're talking to just everybody, if you're talking to just anybody, it's going to just blow by them like any other thing they see on social media. It's just going to be another post, another ad in the news feed. But if you know how to speak to somebody, if you know exactly the person you're trying to help, for example, here at OVF, we help our fellow veterans. We speak to our fellow veterans. But we also have people inside of our group like Jeremy, who likes to speak to people who are homesteaders and who like to live self-sufficiently. We have people inside of OVF who have markets who speak to animal lovers. We have people who speak to all different types of audiences and hobbies and interest types. But it's because they know how to speak to them directly that they'll make the biggest impact. If they want to help those people, but they're just talking to all of Facebook or all of YouTube or all of social media, and they're not specifically talking about things that they could relate to, like they could feel like they are experiencing, then the words are going to get lost. The message is going to go on deaf ears, and you're never going to make the impact you're looking for. And real quickly, just to be a quick social proof of that exact example, inside, what's up, Jeremy? Speak of the devil. He's actually signing on right now. Good to see you, brother. And Leland's popping in too. What's going on? But as I was saying, you know, to show some real quick social proof about what I'm talking about, if you are inside of OVF because you saw one of my ads and you felt like I was speaking to you, put a 1 in the comments right now. Liam's got his 1 already up. But we've already told the story. Liam and I have never met in person. You guys know that. We've talked about that on previous live streams. Liam came into my sphere of influence through an ad, and I coached him into learning digital marketing. He excelled at it. He showed up every day. He showed me what it took to run a business and help people. And it got to the point where I was like, listen, we have the same dream. Let's partner up. And OVF was born, right? And that was all from the power of an ad, guys. We've never met in person. So think about how powerful that level of direct messaging can be. Yeah, you can sell some products, but you can also make business partners, lifelong friends, new family. I even know people who have met their spouses, their partners inside of marketing and online, and eventually meeting at events and things like that. But we're getting a lot of 1s dropping. We got Leland saying 1. Definitely felt like we were speaking directly to him. David saying the same thing. Another other David saying the same thing. Jeremy saying, thank you, Chris, for the shout out. Setting up my funnel, been writing a lot. Awesome, brother. Cannot wait to see it. We got June saying one, Heather saying one, Brandy going beast mode, and Jeremy also saying one. So you guys understand the power of that. You've experienced it. And so that's one of the most common mistakes, the very first common mistake of many that we're going to be talking about here tonight that we see everybody doing. And here's the answer. Here's how we stop doing that. One, you can jump into our business breakthrough and or one of our earlier business trainings that talks about finding your perfect prospect or your perfect customer and really take the time to get the clarity you need to know what your customer avatar is. And so for those of you guys who don't know, that's a marketing term that just means the audience that you're targeting, like the specific audience that you're targeting, all the way down to you could even give that person a name. That's how detailed we can get with that. And that will really help you with getting the message to the right person at the right time to help them and for everybody to win. And so, Liam, do you have anything you want to add on the first mistake that we're seeing before we move into the next one?
So, yeah, when I first started attempting at first, I was just speaking to everybody. And then once I ended up hooking up with Chris and learning actually what it takes and finding out that I just want to talk to someone specific, that's when everything started happening for me. It was night and day difference. I noticed that people were just like, oh my God, we're the same. We're exactly the same. And it made for better conversations. It made for more easier connection. Like it was an instant connection because they already knew about you and what you had to offer and why it would help them. So that was night and day difference for me.
I'm glad to hear it, brother, and thank you for sharing it. And I got to say, man, it's just it's been truly an honor to watch your journey and how far you've come. To see you sitting up here today and running helping run this whole thing with me, and it's just been an absolute testament to what's possible when you show up, lock arms, and do what it takes to achieve your dreams. I mean, thank you, brother. So
I feel like I need to address this real quick. We did not plan to match perfectly. We really didn't.
Yeah,
we just showed up this way.
Red's just my favorite color, and when you put red with black, I'm all in. So this is red and white, but I just really love represent. Anyway, into the next mistake that we see, most common mistake that we see out there. This one actually comes from a lot of the most recent game plan calls I've been having. So as you guys know, here at OVF, we have lots of free trainings inside the units. We have our deep dive business breakthrough, which is that 2-hour free gift we give you. And then the last free asset that's available to you inside your resources is a free 30-minute game plan call that's directly with me. And we're training some more people like Liam to be on those calls as well. But right now I'm handling all of them. And it's just 30 minutes of me figuring out where you are, where you want to go, and the best actionable steps to get you there so that when you leave that call, you have a game plan to actually hit your goals and achieve your results. And so if you're not, taking advantage of that, I would highly recommend that you do, because on those calls, I've been not only able to help people get their clarity and start their business, like you've seen with Sean and Heather and Jamie and many others on the line with us here tonight. But the other thing I've been able to do is help those people who have an existing business that was absolutely devastated in this last year and show them what it's like to not go extinct like Blockbuster, because they can adapt and evolve with the times. And so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about that I see is a failure to adapt and stay current with what's going on. A lot of times what I see is I'll talk to people on the line, on the call, on our Zoom calls, which are video calls, that I do, much like Liam and I are right now. We get to see each other face to face and talk. And what I'm hearing is that, things were just working so well for so long. We never really needed to look into digital advertising, or we did look into it and we gave, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, sometimes even more to an ad agency and we got 3 leads or if that, and we just had this horrible experience. And so we never went digital. And now we're absolutely screwed and terrified because we have this amazing business. We love helping people, but we have no way of letting them know. And so what I want to talk to you guys about is, a lot of times in these situations, Blockbuster is like the first thing that comes to my mind, right? Is, Blockbuster saw Netflix show up. Blockbuster saw that it was taking over. They saw what they were doing, but they didn't adapt. They didn't say, hey, listen, we should probably figure something else out. These guys are doing really well and they're beating our service, right? A lot of people, they were doing so well, they didn't think to say, hey, we should probably try to figure out how to do this service, how to figure out how to adapt this into what we do. And I'll tell you, hands down, it is the ones who are doing that now that are absolutely staying alive, if not flourishing, through what we might be considering some of our toughest times that I've personally lived through inside of the borders of America. And so, what I just want to emphasize again, what is the solution to this, right? The problem is failure to adapt. So what is the solution? Well, the solution is to adapt with the times. The solution is to stay current, to look at what other people are doing inside of your niche, inside of your industry, to stay relevant, to stay current. What are they talking about? What platforms are they using? How can you leverage those yourself? If things that you were used to using that were working really well are no longer working, then what's working for the people that are actually making the money right now? Take a look around. Who do you know that's like you, who maybe runs a similar business or could apply some of the same things they do into your business that's doing really well right now, that you could adapt those things, right? So adapting with the times, being able to stay current. The world is clearly digital. It was going that way before this whole crazy COVID thing started, and it's definitely secured its position in our future in an accelerated rate ever since it started. Yeah, I mean, if you guys look at the charts, if you go look at any kind of percentages or graphs on the amount of people who went into some sort of home-based business, whether it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever it might be, it jumped up 30% per month in the last year. Absolutely mind-blowing. And if you looked at the stats for, the amount of income and revenue that digital advertising, digital businesses were making before that hit, it was still mind-blowing. So, I mean, clearly we're in the right direction. We're in the right place. And those of you who are taking action on it are reaping the rewards. And if you guys have experienced results going digital, let us know right now, results in the comments. Let us know that you guys have benefited from taking this digital leap, from evolving with the times, from not letting yourself go extinct and show up like a Blockbuster. And when you drive past it with your kids and they go, what was that? And you can do like, oh, it's just an old scene from the movie I Am Legend, right? It's like a thing of the relic of the past. It's just overgrown and lost in time. And so let me know in the chat right now, guys, write results if you're seeing them so that we can, share in that and let everybody know, like, listen, let's evolve, let's adapt, and let's stay current so we can keep making money and helping people and be able to supply ourselves with the lifestyle that we deserve along the way. And so, Liam, do you have anything you want to add on failure to adapt?
Yeah. Before the pandemic, I was doing door to door. And even throughout my daily routine, I knew at some point I need to go digital anyway. Then the pandemic happened, put me out of work for being out and being able to knock doors and help people out with home security. So it kind of forced my hand. So I was trying to find solutions, and that's why I came across you. And since I've adapted to the digital marketplace, I've been doing a lot better than I was. So it really is amazing. You just need to adapt and overcome, right?
That's it. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. And so we're getting tons of people dropping in results. So I appreciate it, guys. Your engagement makes this whole live stream so much better, this whole training that much better when we can engage with you and interact with you. We're getting tons of people dropping results, that they're also evolving with the times, staying current, making sure that they're staying, making money and helping people still. So we got going to dinner. All right, so that's just Leland saying he's bouncing out to dinner. He's gonna check in later. So let's bounce right into the next one. What is the third common mistake that we see a lot of people making? And I just want to just say really quick that the reason I even pay such close attention to this is because early on in my digital career, I had really great success really quickly, right? Within 4 months, I was making a few $1,000s. 6 months in, I was making over $10,000. My first year, made over $250,000. Been cranking ever since, doing amazing things with this digital space. Now, I don't say that to brag. I say that because I get asked all the time, Chris, how did you do that? How did you go into a field and industry where a lot of people never make it out the gate and just tear ass and get the results you got? And honestly, the answer is very simple, and I say it all the time. I didn't waste time. I saw that I had weaknesses. I saw that I had areas that I had no knowledge in: digital sales, digital marketing, business, communication. Back then, I wasn't very good at. There was a lot of things I was lacking in. And so instead of doing what I see most people do, which is a very common mistake, which is take the very long road, the free road, that I can find it out myself, I'll just go and figure it out. I can watch some free YouTube videos and it'll magically come to me. The I know better mentality that a lot of people come into entrepreneurship with, that ultimately not only hurts their income because they're not getting to a place where they're making the income they should be quick enough, but when you look at it from an actual entrepreneur's eyes and a place of helpfulness and service to your customer, your client, or your student, or whatever you call them, you're actually doing them a major disservice, because the help that you could be providing, that service or product that you could be giving to them that could be changing their life, you're delaying it. Because in my mind, and this is my own opinion, you can agree or disagree, it's an ego or pride thing that we can do it better. We don't need help. I know better. I can figure this out. That kind of thing. That stops us from helping people on a massive level much quicker than we could. And with a moment I humbled myself, swallowed my ego, and said, I don't know enough, let me turn to somebody who does and listen to what they say. That is the exact reason that I had the quick and now long-lasting success that I did in the digital world, is because I know many people who invest in a course here, invest in a course there, they get some knowledge, and they choose to just kind of figure out the rest, and they get some success. And then you have people like myself and many others that I run with, Liam included, who take the time to invest in the whole package, to figure it out, to really gain the skills and then move forward. And those are the people we see that are really crushing it, that are really doing really well, that are getting that quick success, that are getting that long-lasting success, that are enjoying the ride and not having all those stress and growing pains and head bang against the wall moments that come with entrepreneurship when you're drudging through it alone, right? And so,
well, let's be honest real quick with this. We do get some growing pains, but the kind of growing pains where we need more people to help. So that's when we start really exploding. So we do get growing pains, but they're the good kind.
Yeah. Let me ask you. So when I say growing pains, I mean something along the lines of when you get an email or a message or some sort of correspondence back from a customer that has a major objection that you can't handle. You have someone you can lean on to help you. When you're building your funnel and something's not working correctly, your pixel's not firing, your button's not collecting the information, your form's not submitting. When something's happening and you don't understand it, you have someone to lean on instead of having to go through YouTube video after ClickFunnels training, after this and that, to finally figure it out, to then move on, which took you hours of your time. when you could have just turned to a mentor with a quick message and figured it out like that, had it done, and moved on to the next thing. Knowledge gained without the the fuss of all that hours of sometimes misinformation, sometimes old information, right? And so when we choose to invest in ourselves, that's the next thing I want to talk about, is a lot of times we see in the same category, people will refuse to invest in themselves and their businesses in order to grow, become stronger, gain more experience, and gain more knowledge. And so I'll be completely, transparent about finances with you guys for just a moment. It's not something that, we normally do, but I spend no less than $10,000 a year in either personal growth or business skill development in myself. Sometimes both. Sometimes I'll spend 10 grand on both. I've spent upwards of $30,000 in a single year on personal development and skill sets together. Just last year, I dropped another 10 on skill set training. I'm going to be doing it again this year. Why? Because no matter how far I get in my business, no matter how much I've mastered, there's always more I could be doing. There's always another level I could be attaining that will allow me to help more people, that will unlock the next chapter in my evolution of OVF, of post-military success for veterans. There's a lot coming down the pipeline that we can't even tell you guys about just yet, because it's still just being brainstormed and brought into something that we can bring to you. But we're really excited about, this year is going to be absolutely amazing. Let me tell you, and we're really excited about that. And so, finding, taking the long and, often much more struggle bus way, because we don't want to invest in ourselves. We want to take the I know it better route, and it's not going to benefit me to have a mentor, which is absolutely one of the craziest things I've ever heard. One of the most beneficial things I have ever done in my life was to pay for somebody to guide me, to mentor me, to coach me, and show me the way. So do you have anything you want to add on that one?
Yeah. Anytime I made the biggest leaps professionally, or even just with myself, has always been with the help of a mentor. So it pays out dividends in the long run. It's the fastest way to grow and improve yourself and your business. It really is just awesome. I never would have gotten to the point I am without having my mentor, Stefan, now Chris. And yeah, there's a lot of mentors, but Chris is my biggest mentor right now. And I've had my biggest leaps and bounds with him.
Thank you, brother. It's been an absolute honor to take everything that I have been able to transform my life with, compile it into what I find to be one of the most simplest ways to explain it and teach it, and then give it to my fellow veterans in a way that you guys are digesting it and doing amazing things with it. Liam just finished building his funnel. We have Heather, who's just about to launch hers. We have Jamie, who's making sales on his live videos that we challenged him to do, and he stepped out of his comfort zone and is now doing. We just have so many amazing stories of veterans stepping up, showing up, coming out of their comfort zone, breaking through old limiting beliefs, breaking through old stories, or maybe some anxiety and PTSD. Some of the other ones we've heard are people, staying sober, or for the first time feeling normal, which are absolutely amazing messages to hear. And success, right? Success is not always monetary. We have people who are creating amazing relationships back in their lives, who have finally found purpose and brotherhood again for the first time, who are getting their health back in order, who are getting their finances back in order, who are, finally finding their voice and going out there and letting it be heard to make an impact and a change in the world. I don't know if you guys got to see Sean Cootie's hilarious parody video that he did the other day, but it had me in stitches, guys. I'm sure you have seen the entrepreneur, like join my business entrepreneur videos. Normally there's like a mansion or a helicopter or a yacht or some sort of flashy car. I'm sure you've all seen them before. Well, Sean, in all of his brilliance, made a little goofy parody video of himself sitting on a chair in front of a little play cabin. And he's like, yeah, just sitting down here at my cabin by the lake. And if you too want to have an amazing life like me, and I can't do his amazing Alabama voice, but if you too want a house like me and live the dreams, join my team, right? And that's amazing. I love seeing him step out of that comfort zone, make something creative. I mean, I cannot wait to see some of the amazing creative things that come down the pipeline here in the future. Liam and I, have been talking about getting together and making some pretty funny things. Just, goofy, value-based, like off the wall, veteran-based humor that, this community would really understand and appreciate. So
inappropriate to the civilian community, but
right, we wouldn't show it on a public profile and try to get our businesses banned on Facebook or anything, but just have a little fun. And honestly, it doesn't take much. Like, we've got all the gear we would need to do it, and lighting and everything we would need. We just need COVID to lift so we can have a big old like OVF team meeting or an OVF members like retreat, which we definitely yeah. We don't want to give away too much of what could happen when this whole COVID thing ends, but very exciting stuff. So let's dive into the next mistake. And this one, guys, I have seen this take down some of the most driven, dedicated, passionate people I have ever met. And it's because it's one of those things that if you are not careful about, it can slap you so hard that it becomes a difficult battle to pull yourself back from. And so what I want to talk to you guys about is the MC Hammer effect. And what that means is I've seen a lot of times these two different factors happen to people inside of entrepreneurship. And I'll talk about them separately really quick. So the first one is you start getting big checks. You start receiving, your dreams are coming true. You're hitting your goals. You're finally receiving those $10,000 months, those $20,000 months, those $50,000 months. And what you're doing is you're turning around and reinvesting every last dollar of that back into your business. Maybe you're paying off debt. Maybe you're finally taking your family on a vacation, paying off the car, doing all these amazing things that are getting you moving forward in life. But you're forgetting about one major thing. That's one of the two main things we have to do in life. There's a saying, I don't know exactly how it goes off the top of my head at this moment. My dad used to say it all the time. But there's only two things that you absolutely have to do in life. And if you guys know them, put them in the comments right now. What are the two things that you absolutely have to do in this lifetime? Because if you can name them, you'll know where I'm going with this. So you end up reinvesting all of this amazing money back into your business, your debts. You pay off those debts. Now you have extra money sitting in the account. Hey, why don't we take that dream vacation? Why don't we upgrade our home? Why don't we do this and do that? And here's the thing. Absolutely, David has hit it. The only two things you absolutely have to do in life is die and pay taxes, right? Especially here in the United States, they're going to make you pay it. And so what ends up happening is that we keep reinvesting all this money. Tyler's got it, death and taxes. We reinvest all this money. We're spending all this money. We're using all this money. And yeah, we're using it for our bills and our debts, and maybe we're buying a few things we are splurging on. But here's the thing, come the end of the year, taxman, the IRS, they're going to want their cut. And the more you're making, if you're making $10,000 a month for any significant period of time, guess what? You better get yourself a good CPA, a good accountant, because they're coming for a good percentage of that money. I am grateful beyond belief that I have the accountant, the CPA that I have for my businesses. He is a godsend. He helps me out greatly. He makes sure that I get to keep and use and reinvest and utilize my money much more than the government gets to take it. But here's the thing. Not everyone thinks about these things. Not everyone prepares for these things. I am by no means an accountant. I am not giving you tax advice, but I am letting you know that taxes are a thing. and they are going to come for them, and be prepared for that. So get yourself a good CPA, get yourself set up with somebody who understands tax laws, who understands digital assets, and who can really help you to protect yourself and keep more of your money. Because I have seen it where come the end of the year and they just had a record year for themselves, and then the next thing you know, they owe the government $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 in taxes, and they've got $0 in liquid assets to give to the government. And guess what happens? The government starts taking your shit. The government starts taking everything until they are satisfied, and then some. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody. So that is a very common mistake that I see happening. And on the other end of that coin, I said there's two different ends of that spectrum. And I want to share with you what the other end of that spectrum is. Liam, did you have something you wanted to add in real quick? I noticed you unmuted.
Yeah. With door-to-door sales or sales in general, it has the possibility to make huge money really, really fast. Over the summer, one of these 18-year-old kids on another sales team went and made $120,000. He blew most of it. He bought a Tesla, blew most of it. And then when taxes came around this last year, right before the pandemic, they had to repossess the Tesla.
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah, it is a huge thing that people aren't prepared for.
Yeah.
But we're giving you the warning now, so you can see this coming and prepare for it.
Absolutely. And on the other end of that, the other thing that I see that's a common problem for entrepreneurs who start making really good money, and I did this for the first couple of months that I made a good deal of money, and I learned very quickly from a mentor not to do that. Living beyond our means, right? So we start making $10,000, $20,000 a month. We make it 2-3 months in a row. By that third month, we start to think to ourselves, all right, that's consistent money. All right, we can start banking on that. But here's the thing. In the digital world, it's a very volatile world, heavily always evolving. And I would not bank on anything being what it was the month before, right? We need to have much more checks and balances in place before we can tell ourselves that we can live at a $20,000, $30,000 lifestyle. That's something we need to maintain and budget for and build out to, not just jump to from living, $2,000 a month to $20,000 a month. And so what I see a lot of people do is they'll start making $20,000 a month for 2 months, 3 months, and they'll say to themselves, all right, well, it's time to go out and buy that new car, much like Liam was just talking about. Or it's, we can buy the toys for the family. Let's go get some dirt bikes, or let's take a couple of vacations back to back, or buy a boat, or buy an RV, or, any of the things. Go ahead.
I was going to say, or the specialist special of getting the Mustang.
Yeah. or buying a bunch of specialty weapons that you've always wanted, and the ammo that goes with them that's super expensive. Like just being able to splurge and do these things. But then what ends up happening is, right, a lot of these things, the car, the house, the vacations, we're paying for them, and we're draining our account of everything we have. And now any of those recurring payments that are coming up, maybe the mortgage on that brand new house you just bought, or the lease or rent payment, the lease or loan payment on that brand new car you just bought. Maybe you can't make those anymore because you just spent $20,000 on an amazing month away in Australia. And now all of a sudden your business is, Facebook shut down your ad account. You're no longer getting eyes on Facebook. You have to switch gears and start sending traffic from a different place. Now you have to wait 2 weeks for that traffic to start building up, another 2 weeks for it to break open back to even close to where you were before. Now you've just had a full month where you owe maybe $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 in payments for your business and lifestyle that you can't afford to pay because your business wasn't equipped to keep up with it. And so keeping up with the Joneses is another way it's called, is where we're just kind of chasing these amazing luxuries and dreams and things too quickly, and not properly planning ourselves for them, and then we end up with absolutely nothing, or worse, even worse off than where we were before, because we didn't allow ourselves to get to where we needed to go in a planned and structured manner. We just jumped there, and the next thing we know, if any kind of fallout happens, any kind of mistake, any kind of, anything that's negative happens to you in your business, now you're left without that income and a lot of expenses with no income to pay them. So Liam, do you have anything you wanted to add on that one? No? So what David says, you need to budget out how much you need minimum and squeal away a nest egg for emergencies. And then you are set with the budget for fun activities. Yeah, I like to do 80-20, which is the Pareto principle. So, squirrel away 20. So taxes go away first, always, just in case. Then after that, you squirrel away 20. And then you can reinvest majority of that until you get to a certain point that if you hit your income goal, you can start to fluctuate and adjust based on what you're trying to do. But for the most part, I like to just kind of balance things with 80-20. So those are the common mistakes that we actually see a lot of veteran entrepreneurs making, that we have been encountering either in our conversations, in Messenger, in our phone calls, that we have, interacted with other veterans talking about they have experienced. And we wanted to bring them to you again so that you could be aware of them, because they are definitely leaving money on the table if you are doing any of these. If you are doing any of these in your business, if you're doing any of these, you are absolutely stopping yourself from helping the amount of people you could be and making the amount of money you could be. And so, if you're trying to help everyone and talk to everyone, start with one audience. Start with one specific customer. Help them. Get really, really good at helping them, because you're going to help everyone just like them in the process. And once you've mastered that, you can move on to helping someone else. But if you really want to help people at a massive level and you really want to make an impact, if you get laser focused on who you want to help, you will make that impact. If you fail to adapt, you will go extinct and you will die off with the times. And so the world is digital, and finding a way to have a digital presence, to be getting digital attention to your business, whether it's brick and mortar or a digital business itself, is absolutely necessary in these times. So evolve and stay alive. Go ahead, Liam.
I just want to know, who else is getting value from this? Put a 3 in the comments if you are.
Absolutely. Let us know. Laser focus, Jeremy says. Absolutely, brother. You know it. Pew, pew. So we covered, talk to your avatar, talk to someone specific, know who you're going to be speaking to, and you'll be able to make a deeper impact. Adapt with the times. We're clearly digital. You can see it. It's writing on the wall. Find a way to get that digital presence, get your digital side of your business up and running. As always, OVF is here to help you with exactly that. That's what we do. That's what we specialize in. Well, also, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a much easier and more effective process to invest in a mentor, invest in an education, invest in knowledge, invest in experience, than to take the time to get misinformation, try to find it for free, go down the long struggle road, and ultimately take even longer to help the people you're looking to help, leaving them suffering and leaving a bunch of money on the table in the process. And, there's no reason not to. Go ahead, Liam. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, it would take you 10 times as long and probably just as much money in the time wasted that rather than just getting a mentor. If you had a mentor, then you could get to it and get to making your money putting your digital business together, whatever it may be, and just start making money from that instead of procrastinating. I'll look up this little thing today, maybe a day or two goes by, you look up another thing, but that's going to take you forever. Why not get the information from someone who's actually done this, been successful at it, and makes it super simple for you to move on to the digital space?
Yeah.
It is so easy. It's literally step-by-step directions and brainstorming. You'll learn everything you need. Sorry, I'm just really passionate about that.
I believe it, brother, and I love it. I love it. We are passionate about it here. That's what we do, right? And so the next one, we're just doing a quick recap before we turn, ask any questions and close us out. And the next one that we see people doing that's a common mistake is that refusal to invest in their personal growth or business growth that stops them from getting the necessary knowledge, experience, and wisdom that they need to truly take their business and flourish with it. And then they just sit stagnant, wondering why they're never getting any attention, why they're only ever making $5,000 a month, why they're struggling to even make, a couple $100 a month. Why are these things continuing and perpetuating and repeating? Well, your best thinking, your best experience, knowledge, and know-how has gotten you to that point. And that is absolutely great. But in order to get to the next level, to get to the next waypoint, to the next milestone, to the next goal, you need more knowledge, experience, wisdom, guidance. And so stop refusing to get it or asking for it and then refusing to take action on it and actually utilize it so you can hit that next milestone. And then again, just like myself, as you get there, life's going to present more problems, more obstacles for you to overcome. And when you're ready, when you've built yourself up to a place where you're ready for those obstacles, then you can tackle those next. But right now, it's very clear that there are a lot of people out there struggling to get attention online, struggling to get eyeballs in their business, their offer, their service, struggling to start making money, struggling to start hitting their income goals. And then we also have people like many of the veterans in the chat right now, like David, like Jamie, like John, like Brandy, like Jeremy. I mean, I can go on for a while, guys, who are taking action, investing in themselves, either with their time, their resources, their money, whatever it might be, to get themselves to the next level, to get the resources they need in their business, to do what they need, whatever is necessary to get that business up and flourishing and where they want it to hit the goals they're looking to hit. And so that's one of the last ones we wanted to talk about with you is stop fighting yourself, stop refusing, take the easier road for yourself and invest. It'll really help you. Damien, we got some people saying it's Brandy saying, save me lots of money and time. We got Jeremy saying, fact, well said, Christopher and Liam, you're right about getting it direct from the source. All right. We got the full audit is a must. Guys, if you have not had the opportunity, it's finding your hidden money during the holiday season is the name of the training. And it's all about auditing not properly using audits, because I guess the IRS does technically properly use it, but using it for your benefit rather than your demise, and how to apply it in every aspect of your life, whether it's finances, relationships. We can audit and improve a lot of things. So like Jeremy's saying, if you haven't had a chance to go through that training, definitely do it. And then Brandy's saying, I didn't have a clue on what I was doing. She certainly does now. I'll tell you that. She certainly does now. It's been an honor working with you, Brandy. Keep up the amazing work. All right. So let's close it out here with the last couple of things that we do want to just cover. We talked about living outside your means, chasing the Jones, the MC Hammer effect, not covering yourself for taxes. There was one thing on here that was written on the bottom that I missed, or that maybe I did mention it when I was talking about trying not to talk to everybody. But here's the thing that I see a lot of business owners out there doing on social media, doing out there in their marketing in general, social media more than anything, is they talk about themselves, right? They talk about themselves. They talk about their product, their business, their service, how awesome it is, and all the amazing features it has. And, here's the honest truth, guys. Here's the honest truth from a marketer who has made significant money online. They don't care. And you're probably sitting there to yourself going, you're right. I don't care about those things. At the end of the day, the only way people are going to care about what you have to offer is if they know you care about them. How does it benefit them? How is it going to improve their life? How is it going to emotionally affect them? That's what they want to know. And then, and only then, will they wonder if they can afford it. And that's only a percentage of the population that thinks that. Most people, like myself, we wonder if, all we want to know is the price so that we can find a way to make it, right? If I don't have the $10,000 like I didn't 3 years ago, I find a way to get it. Because here's the thing. If I see an opportunity to change my life and I see somebody who's willing to put down their hand and lift me up to where I want to go, and all they're asking for is for a resource that I know replenishes itself, if not every week, every month. I mean, if not every month, but every week. I know Liam and I get paid weekly in some of our businesses. I'll gladly give up that resource to get that back tenfold, 100-fold, so that I can actually have more of a resource that I can never get back, which is my time. And I tell you, I truly enjoy my days, my months, my life, because I get to be there with my family. I get to run amazing businesses with veterans like you guys. I get to help you. I get to see you guys transform your lives and spend more time with your families. Sean wrote another shout out to Sean, who's just crushing it right now. Wrote an amazing post about his family. Beautiful picture. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I get to coach my son's football. I get to drop them off and pick them up from school, make them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all while running an amazing business and helping veterans and getting to live my life on my terms. And that's truly what the freedom of a digital business can do for you when you lock arms with people like Liam and I, when you learn the ropes and the skills that go behind everything, you learn how to automate it, you learn how to truly impact and get the right message in front of people and really get them to make a decision that will benefit everyone. When you learn to really do those things, the sky's the limit, and you start living a life of what we consider true freedom, right? And that's what I want for every last one of you, as long as you want it, because we can't want it more than you want it. Liam, you want to say something?
Yeah, last year this time, I was in Salt Lake City, Utah on a business trip. And tomorrow is my 2-year anniversary. I missed my 1-year anniversary with my girlfriend because I was too busy working.
Yeah.
So this makes all the difference when you get to spend the time with the family and the ones you love. You get to choose. You get to choose yourself and helping others.
Yeah.
So it really means a lot to be able to be here for them the way I want to, the way all of us dream. Sorry, getting a little emotional.
Brother, it's all good. This is it, man. This is dreams coming true. This is people stepping up and creating their futures. This is everything that we all fought for. This is amazing. And so let's put a bow on it here tonight. Let's wrap it all up. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're here on a replay, just put #replay. Again, just comment, interact as if you are here watching it live with us. We have an amazing team here at OVF that moderates the chats for us, moderates the comments, and they all reach out to you and make sure that you're taken care of and your questions are answered, and that if you're looking for any kind of assistance, that you can receive that assistance. And that's always something I always just want to remind you guys of. We have the amazing business breakthrough that if you have not gone through, definitely take the opportunity. It's a nice 2-hour deep dive that gives you like real laser focus on the two main things that are super important and the foundation of every great digital business. And we talk deep 1 hour on each of those. Liam goes behind the scenes and shares some really amazing tactics that he's using right now. I do the same. So if you guys are looking for to get any kind of success in your business, that's a must-watch free gift that we give to you. We also have all the replays. I've been noticing a lot of you guys going back through the replays, commenting like you're watching it brand new. Awesome. We're definitely seeing it. We're messaging you back. We're commenting. So definitely keep that up. Keep gaining all that free knowledge. Book yourself a 30-minute game plan call. If you have an idea for a digital business and you just need to figure out how to get it up and running, book a digital business game plan call. If you've got a business, you're making a little bit of money, you're struggling to hit your income goals, you'd like to learn how to really boost your attention, grab more eyeballs, make more income, book a digital business game plan call. If you are struggling in business to do anything, automation, copywriting, whatever it might be for you, reach out to Liam, reach out to myself, reach out to David or Brandy. We are here to help you in all things digital advertising, digital sales, digital business. It's what we have taken our time to become experts in and really dedicate our lives into mastering these skills. And so we want to turn around and help you to do the same, help you to understand them, help you to implement them, help you to utilize them to make the money you're looking to make. And so as always, we're here to support you, but we can only support you if you lift your hand up to be raised up. And so here's how you do that. What you're going to do is you're going to comment a keyword for us into the comments. And when you do this on any one of our posts at any time, we will know that you are asking us for help. We will be able to reach out and we will be able to accommodate you for whatever you're looking to do. And remember, these game plan calls, if I hadn't emphasized that enough for you with the many different things we can do for you on them, they're customizable, right? If you've been on them before, they're not just a sales pitch. I don't just bring you in, cookie cutter you through a sales script, push you out the back end trying to make money off of you. If I believe I can help you and I am confident that what I can offer you could give you the edge you need, the knowledge you need, the experience you need, the coaching you need, then yes, I'm going to tell you about it. But at the end of the day, it's your choice to take action on the game plans and the steps that I give you. And if it's going to help you in your business, then I encourage you to take action on it. That's truly what we're here to help you do. But again, you got to take action for us to help. So we're only a message away, and there's 4 of us to reach out to. So you can always find us. If you can't find one, you can always find one of us.
So what's the keyword?
Why don't you give us the keyword, Liam?
You know where my mind's at right now with the keyword, so.
Good.
Pineapple.
All right. So if you guys are looking for help at any time with your digital business, digital advertising, business idea, business structure, automation, anything, drop the keyword pineapple in the comments. If you drop it in there, David or Brandy, myself or Liam, be reaching out to you, seeing what's up, seeing what you're looking for, figuring out how we can best serve you and best get you moving forward towards the result you're looking for. We're here to help, and honestly, super excited to just deliver more value to you here in 2021, help you to get your results rolling, and let's all come together and make 2021 an unforgettable year of success inside of not only the OVF community, but the veteran community as a whole. Let's change the way that looks in 2021 when you're going to have social media littered with just really successful digital entrepreneurs who are also veterans that serve this amazing country. And so with that being said, guys, we were at the top of the hour. We got David saying, here is a link for the business breakthrough. David dropped it right into the comments for you guys. David's on top of things at all times. Amazing team member and veteran, looking out for your guys' best interests, just like the rest of us. And so right here, as you can see, that is the direct link to go and gain instant access to the business breakthrough training. If you have already gone and requested access, the link to access the training, the link to access your training instantly, there you go, will be in your email that you receive when you register for that. So just make sure that you look in that email, grab that link out of there. You'll be able to watch the whole training instantly from the email. And other than that, guys, have an amazing night. We are here for you. We are here for you, my tribe. Absolutely, Brandy. We're all here to help. You guys haven't already, look for David's fall in, his check-in message. I think he dropped it just a little while ago. If I did not see it, I thought I saw it. So definitely let us know you guys are good. And if you're not good, we're always only a message away to help you out. Listen in, be a helping, listening ear and a helping hand in a dark time. And as always, we're here to help you with business as well. So have a great night. We'll see you guys next Thursday, same time, same place, different topic, but always tremendous value and always a lot of fun. Appreciate all of your engagement tonight. You guys are really diving in the comments, and it always just makes it so much more fun and valuable for us. So have a good one. We'll be seeing you next week. Peace.
Thank you.